Well, hello, my friends, and welcome back to the cabin. Today is April 26, 2018. It's a rainy 46 degrees, and we'll have 13 hours and 55 minutes of daylight on the mountain today. That's 2 hours and 7 minutes more than we had at the time of my last posting. The calendar says we're a month deep into spring, but the scenery shows otherwise, with a good amount of snow left here in the woods on the north side of the summit. It's been a long winter, but things are looking up. The snow is melting, the birds are singing, and life is good. This is the Cabin Life Journals, episode number 8, titled The Power of Perspectives. Wayne Dyer once said, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. There's a lot of cool quotes from him, but this is one of my favorites, and I recycle it all the time because those are solid words to live by. If you've been following me for a while, you've heard me speak many times about how changing your perspective can change your life. How a simple adjustment of your thoughts can change everything about what you're doing, thinking, and feeling. It's amazing, really, that something as simple as changing your perspective to a problem can sometimes eliminate the problem altogether. Now, I spent the first 5 decades of my life thinking and acting and speaking much the same as everyone else. I was hot-tempered and quick to complain about things I didn't like. If I had a problem in the morning, it was still there in the evening, and regardless of how good I might have had it, there was always something to gripe about. What a waste of energy and emotion that was, and I'm ashamed for all the years I went on like that. Life is so much better now since I've trained myself to flip those negative situations into positive ones simply by changing my perspective on the problems I'm experiencing. When I change the way I look at things, the things I look at change, and it never fails. Positive thinking is a tactic that we practice and preach, but what really brought this to the forefront was our recent battle with food poisoning. A battle we were losing. Oh, Jesus. It was a horrible experience where we suffered the worst of the worst, and both at the same time. I'll spare you the details because it wasn't pretty, but even as miserable as we were, we still found a glimpse of gratitude through the misfortune we endured. It would have been horrible to suffer through this alone, but we weren't. We had each other to lean on, and we were grateful for it. As bad as we felt, we kept reminding ourselves that it certainly could be worse, which made us grateful that it wasn't. It's funny how it takes something as nasty as food poisoning to make us realize how much we take our good health for granted. We go on day after day in good health, and it never crosses our mind because we're too often busy focusing on the negatives that cross our path. Well, I'm done with that. From this day forward, I'll never take my good health for granted, and when those daily annoyances try to trip me up, I'll kick them aside and be grateful that I don't have food poisoning today. Well, my friends, that's just the way we're looking at it here in my neck of the woods.